Hey, my name's Mr. Puzz. You know, I'm a rapper. More importantly, I'm an artist. You know, growing up, I always wanted to make something of myself, for real. I guess the first time I knew I wanted to be a rapper, I heard that Crisscross record. You know, them kids jumping around with the backwards clothes. You know, I thought it was so awesome. You know, that and the Milli Vanillis, you know, that got me hooked right there. I knew right then that I want to be an artist, you know, a rapper. I want people to pay attention to me. You know, I was kind of ignored as a kid a lot. You know, made fun of. You know, you're weird. Who are you? You know, you're a strange kid. I was like, nah, you know, I'm gonna be a rapper someday, and they just laugh at me. But, you know, I use that as motivation, for real. Drip, drop, hear the rain showers. Do this shit with my brain powers. You can't sit with the slain cowards. Fuck that shit. I've got slain my...
What inspires you to make a track?
You know, what is in your life? If your life doesn't inspire you, then why the fuck is you alive? You know what I'm saying? So, for me, I take them inspirations from my life. Do this shit with my brain powers. Fuck you all, stupid fucking cowards. Yeah, that's what it is. You know, life is about being selfish. That's what I think, you know what I'm saying? You get yours. You fucking get yours. If you ain't get your shit, what the fuck is you doing? You a slave to other bitches. Puzz in a nutshell is getting my shit. All these other bitches scared. You know, what do you want to do with your life?
I think I want, I don't know. My daddy wants me to get into fucking making swords.
That's some dumb shit, bitch. You want to make some fucking swords? No, shut the fuck up. What the fuck you want? You know, she could like fucking making licorice or fucking cooking or like, you know, fucking walking down the sidewalk. Whatever weird shit she like. If she does that, then she liking what she doesn't, you know? Yeah. Drip, drop, hear the rain showers. Do this shit right now with my brain powers. You can't get knocked down at Twin Towers. Mr. Puzz, cough syrup, get lazy. Jimi Hendrix, Jim Henson, Paisley. Get lazy, and I stay Swayze. Disappear on your ass, smack ladies. That's gravy, bitch straight from the 80s. Drive tinted, yeah, now more fucking Sadies. More fucking spray cheese. Bitch fucking say please. Proper manners, yes and no's, not fucking maybes. What the haze be? Bitch shut up and amaze me. Wild animal bitten that would call it rabies. A Puzz out, it's in my fucking nature. Gonna fucking chase ya straight to the paper. A Puzz out, can't fucking hate ya, just can't relate ya. Bitches take the chaser. Hoes spread their legs like bodies. Raunchy Puzz put his dick up in your mommy. So, yeah, I got all this shit right here. I need this on my person. Usually I got this for when I go on tour and shit, but it's basically come to the point where I need it on my person every time I go on tour, you know what I'm saying? Right here I got the Muscle Milks. Them shits is for, you know, post show my muscles be like sore. So, you know, we got the spray cheese all day, motherfucker. I don't fuck with that regular shit. Even the cheese slices processed. But I got processed cheese on top of processed cheese, you know what I'm saying? Then I got Mr. Rooster here. Mr. Rooster, he filled with my Andre. You know what I'm saying? Andre all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? Got the blush Andre and the rooster. Mr. Rooster keeps the truth, sir. Got the bowl of Swedish fish, carnauba wax on top of sugar on top of carnauba wax. And stay clean all day, you know what I'm saying? You can't, there are too many germs out there. You gotta, Basically, here we go. Is this like a proper interview, or like you want me to talk about what I got here in front of me? See Mr. Rooster in a while. I love you. You love me. Anyway, we gonna start this shit or what?
So I understand that you are Puzz's bodyguard.
Yes.
Could you describe that for me? What do you do?
We protect Puzz.
Okay. Well, give me an example of the last time you had to protect him.
He had a show. We
Where?
protected him.
From?
The important points.
What is the scariest position you've found Puzz in?
Atlanta.
Could you please tell us what you do for Mr. Puzz?
Man, I'm his manager. What do you do for Puzz? What do you do for Puzz?
We're just shooting for him.
What do you do to Puzz out, huh? Because I'm puzzing out all the time. Puzzing out all the time. We got the kids. They need a Puzz. They need a Puzz. They need a Puzz. What are we gonna do? We've got dates going. I mean, Tokyo, Helsinki, fucking Athens, Florence, Malta. Why are we playing Malta? Why are we playing Malta? We're playing Malta. Be there in Malta, Ibiza, fucking London, fucking Manchester.
Puzz needs hose.
What kind of hose?
The thickies, the thinnies. No between.
Do you know what it takes to get Puzz into those pants? Do you know what it takes? Have you seen those kicks? How many hours do you think we spend pumping up those kicks? Do you know how hard it is to fill up that fucking blood snake with venom for Puzz to drink all the time?
What percentage do you take to be his manager?
22%.
Your first album is titled "Pieces to the Keys to the Club."
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Oh, that's a fair question. Well, basically, you know, key to the club. Key to the club is just one instrument to open the door. But when you break down that metaphor of how am I going to get this opportunity, what am I going to do? It's not just one fucking key. It's pieces to the key. You know what I'm saying? Basically, you find all these shits. You're like, how am I going to open this door? It's not a fucking light bulb. It's like a bunch of tiny things. The club is that one thing you want that you don't have. That West Club in Hollywood is the any part of that life that you ain't have yet, that you want. That's what that is. You know? Like, the bouncer is God, and the club is the opportunity that you want to get. And so if God is like, you ain't on the guest list, you don't fucking give up, you try again, you know what I'm saying? You just go back to God and be like, fuck you, bitch. So God's like, oh, good call, you know? Good call, you called me out on my bullshit. Like, yeah, God, I called you out. I called you out on your bullshit. Now let me the fuck in. Put me on the guest list. I'm Mr. Puzz. Be like, there you go. There you go. You got your confidence. I'm God. I give you your confidence. I also took it away because I smite thee. I'd be like, alright, cool, God. So I got into his club, you know, Club Heaven. You know, Club Heaven with Swayze.
So I wanted to ask you, there's a theme in your music about hiding your face.
Alright.
What is hiding your face? What are you hiding your face from?
Shit, there's a few ways to answer that question. I don't know, I hide my face from reality, you know. You pull the curtains over, you can't see anything. What is your reality then? You know what I'm saying? So I find that to find out reality, you have to find irreality. So when you puzz out afterwards, boom, you take a break. You take a break from that reality. You break it down into irreality. So boom, I ain't the world. I ain't the world. The world ain't me. I can't see them shits. I don't know them shits. Them shits ain't there. It's a breather. It's a break. It's a change from two states of consciousnesses. So basically, hide in your face is a quick meditation for Puzz. Boom. Even if it's like 10 seconds, that there's quick meditation.
Hey yo, what up? What up, Puzz fans? You know, I just got in a Rolling Stone magazine. You know, they had a review about my mixtape, you know, Rooster and Snake. And I flip over the cover, right? I read it. And you know, basically they just said it was like the worst thing that they ever heard, really. You know, like, I didn't think I fell down that much. I didn't think it was that bad, you know. I thought it was good. How can they say something like that? Anyway, I'm really not happy about that, you know, understandably. I don't know what I need to do, but apparently I need to take a break from this shit. So, I just want to say my piece, for real.
You know, I always shared an infinity with the ostriches, you know. They such a beautiful, graceful creature, but they also at the same time harsh and ugly. You know, the ostriches, they have a similar theory with life to me, you know. One of the few creatures on this planet to bury their head in the sand, you know. They hide their face also. You know, they always let they stress out when they need to, like, puzz out, you know. Anyway, in my dreams, I always think of the ostrich. You know, they ain't bound to rules, and they don't have to act a certain way. You know, ever since I can remember, I've always been Mr. Puzz. You know, always into the same things, but sometimes I wonder who I really is, you know? Is there something else underneath that I ain't let out yet? You know, is this all just some sort of charade? You know, I got more time to figure it out, but, you know, I find that in life you always gotta search and find yourself. You know, so who is Mr. Puzz, you know? Yeah, I think that answer changes every day.